Welcome back to Brian's Action Figure Reviews, and today I've got a brand new Star Wars Black Series review, and it is the deluxe version of Jar Jar Binks, the first release in the Black Series line. A lot of people don't like this guy, including me. Me said I'm not a big fan of Jar Jar Binks, but anyway, I am glad to have him in the line because he is a very iconic character, because a lot of people use Jar Jar as a reason to bash the prequels, which is fair. He's a silly character, but there has been silly characters in other Star Wars movies as well. He is not the only one. And what rewatching The Phantom Menace now, you can distance yourself from the hate that was around back then and actually enjoy him for what is a stupid, silly comedic character. Which, also, I had to get him because of that old fan theory that was going around that he was behind it all at the end, that he was the Dark Lord of the Sith and all that kind of stuff. That's just hilarious. But yeah, so Jar Jar is here. I got the deluxe version. I was originally holding out for those anniversary Phantom Menace carded figures, but then the Jar Jar one turned out to be more or less the same price as this. So you may as well have gotten the deluxe and gotten the shield and all the bits and pieces that come with him. So on the box, this is number 1, Star Wars The Phantom Menace. A clumsy, well-meaning Gungan outcast on Naboo, Jar Jar Binks struggles to prove his worth throughout his life, and that's what it says back there. And there's a nice picture of Jar Jar looking all regal and stuff there, which is funny because he's never looked that way. On the side, you've got the same picture again. Excuse the light. Now, on the front, you've got all the accessories and stuff there. It says Star Wars The Phantom Menace, Jar Jar Binks, warning, 4+, Hasbro. On the top, you've got a window. Now, my only problem straight away with the figure is that it could have came with it, and I've seen others say this as well, in fairness, that it could have come with a funnier head, maybe. This is very stoic for Jar Jar. He wasn't a very stoic character. He was always falling over or getting his tongue caught in things, or just being a bumbling idiot, basically. And this face doesn't really portray that. And it's the same in the other Phantom Menace carded figure. So I'm sure we'll see a re-release in the regular line as we go. But I had to get this one. I really wanted it. And yeah, so let's see what he's like out of the box. So guys, here is the deluxe Jar Jar Binks out of the box. And Misa is excited for this one. Again, Jar Jar is sort of a controversial character. Lots of people hate him. Lots of people don't like him, and lots of people have a crazy theory that he's a Sith Lord behind all his goofiness. But either way, this is the first time in the line for the Black Series, and I'm surprised it has taken this long for them to do it. And just like a bus, you're waiting for them, 1 for half an hour and then 2 arrive at the same time. There is also a Phantom Menace carded version of Jar Jar on the way too. So when it came to buying this guy, it was a case of a couple of euros more and you get the shield, the spear, and this scepter thing with the blue little electricity balls that the Gungans had. So all in all, I'm very happy with the purchase. Let's look at this. The shield is pretty cool. They could have done it the bluey. Now, I know they kind of did. The kind of bluey translucent that it was in the movie. There's a bit of dust on that. But overall, it's not bad. They do kind of get the effect. But other than that, it's pretty standard. He does come with this as well. Now that arrived in 2 parts to fit it in the box. The cool Gungan spear. I do like the markings and stuff on it. It's pretty cool. And that just clips in like so. And it's massive. It's really, really long. I can't even fit it in the frame, barely. But that's a cool weapon. I think it would have been cool if you could pop this off and stick that in there as well. That would have been nice. But look, that's just me being picky. As for this weapon, that's really cool. Maybe if they'd have used this in here, it would have been really nice. But again, that's probably ramping up the expense even more. And we don't want that, but the weapon itself is nicely sculpted and everything. It's really, really cool. So, onto Jar Jar himself. Now, I'm going to echo what a lot of reviewers have said about this guy. The figure itself is brilliant. Like, even the colours and the skin and everything. And the ears. They're excellent. The problem for me is his face. It's Jar Jar's face. Now, in Star Wars, The Phantom Menace, Jar Jar is a dunce, an idiot, a goof, a moron, all those things. And here, he just looks so serious. As Heath Ledger said, why so serious? I feel that he's too stoic or something here. And they have done this head on the other figure as well. What would it have taken for them to give a second head sculpt, especially as it's a deluxe figure where he looks like an idiot or his eyes are hopping out or something with a bit more character than this. He just looks like any other Gungan, to be honest, to me. The clothes obviously make it Jar Jar, but I don't know. I don't feel shortchanged as much, but disappointed is the word. Now, obviously, when he's sitting on a shelf or standing on a shelf, when someone walks in and looks at the Star Wars stuff, everyone's going to see Jar Jar Binks. But to me, I don't know, he's lost a lot of character here, looking like this. And I'm sure you can get him in funny poses from behind or whatever. But yeah, that'll be my only problem with this figure. Really, off the top, from the start here. How boring he looks. And how boring he looks to be. Like, he looks bored. He's just over 6 inches as well. So he is a nice height. It does scale well with the rest of the Black Series. Here he is next to Cody. As you can see, he's a bit taller, as he should be, than the human characters. So as for articulation, head goes down. There's a neck joint here too. So you get a lot of movement. And he looks up on a ball joint too, and to the side. The ears obviously are not articulated. Now the arms, they're kind of standard Black Series articulation from here. The single joint elbows that move in a circle. Hands articulated and move around. You do have a diaphragm joint here, which is excellent. Get some up and down with that as well. Legs go up. Legs go out. And they don't go back that much, but it does have a good double jointed knee. And the feet as well are on rockers, despite the weirdness looking of the feet. So yeah, guys, it's a really nice figure. It's a nice figure of a Gungan. But it just doesn't have the characteristics of Jar Jar for me. Now, I know there's some people out there who've done some amazing figure photography with this guy already. And hopefully we'll get a third shot at this figure from Hasbro, and they'll nail it this time. But to me, it just looks like he's a bit boring and too sensible looking for Jar Jar Binks. But yeah, guys, that's been my review. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you sort of agree with me on this, because I would like Hasbro to do this guy again. And yeah, so hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment below. Let us know your thoughts on this guy. And we'll see you on the next one, guys. May the force be with you, and bye!